Mock interview do's and don'ts. When it comes to the mock interviews, there are definitely some things that must be taken into consideration. The first thing is that first impressions are everything. When going into the mock interview for the first time, you have to remember three key things. You have to have a good approach, you have to have the appropriate clothing, and you need to have a good handshake. The first part is a good approach. When you walk into the mock interview, you need to walk in with a warm smile, a confident walk, and you also have to have good posture. If you do not have these things, the interviewer may have some presumptions about you as being lazy, unconfident, scared, unfriendly, or just simply being lazy. Now the second is having the appropriate clothing. When you show up to an interview, you need to make sure that you have the right items. And for guys specifically, I know that we need to have matching shoes and a belt, we need to have a tie, we need to have a button-down shirt, the right slacks, black socks, some deodorant in some cases, and whatever hair product that you may want to use for this situation. If you do not have this, the interviewer may think that you're being lazy, unprepared, that you're apathetic, or just many other things. The third is the handshake. In career ed, we took a several-week course where we learned how to perfect a handshake, among many other things through etiquette. A handshake can say a lot about a person, depending on whether it's too soft, too hard, or even too firm. There's an entire process of mastering the handshake that requires various steps such as locking of the thumbs, or only shaking the hand for 3 times, or the proper way to greet in that case. If you do not do this right, the interviewer may think many things about you, including that you're unprepared, unprofessional, or in some cases they may think you're not even right for the job just because of a silly handshake. In short, the do in this case is you have to ace the first impression with 3 key things. You have to have a good approach, you have to have the appropriate clothing, and lastly, you have to have a good handshake. Don't in the case is if you were not to master these things, as these can be things that can either land you a job or land you without a job, as these are very important things to many people.